7 now from the 28. Pollard will take it up the gut. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Prescott off play action. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. And this will be caught. They get the two, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And the 49er hands team does its job.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Well, it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And the 49ers have come back to make it a two-point game. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two.
Purdy will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with two PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Prescott. This is caught. It's close. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Pollard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal
rush coming, and he's taken down. Marquise Bell gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
27-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action now. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On play action, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A final shot before break. Purdy, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The throw over the middle taken in. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's complete. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on two-point conversions as he is in to get him 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the Cowboys have recovered.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Were they even paying attention? The game's not over, you know. Why are you giving up?
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy
connects with Kittle underneath. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and
Purdy on 4th down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he floats one there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Prescott.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 49 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got him. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 55 yards.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
47. 20.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there and second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. A toss running left. Pollard. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Marquise Bell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Now a toss coming right side. Pollard. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Totally a penalty. Right call. You got that one right, ref. Cheaters never win. Don't let him take it. Let's go, oh. Let's go, oh.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Niners get a bit closer. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Rolling to his left. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 44 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So that drive there, CeeDee, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the 49er hands team does its job. On first down, Purdy. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
And he will find his man Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Back to throw, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Purdy now on second down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate. It was.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CeeDee. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
59 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And the 49er hands team does its job. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw.
And returns it right back to Samuel. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game, but give credit.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. play action. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Throwing here, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Purdy from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now he's loose again, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try now for Moody. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for two here.
They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, Prescott here to throw.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.